What's up YouTube, I'm Mike, and today I am super excited to be bringing you guys this video. This video has been a long time in the making, or a long time coming. For anyone who's watched this channel for any length of time, you will know that I am a huge fan of Trenbolone. I made an entire love story video about the compound. In my view, Trenbolone is the best compound ever devised by man. It is good at practically everything. And for years and years and years, I've had to listen to every big name in the industry shit talk my beloved compound. Derek does it. Fucking Greg Doucette does it. I had a conversation with John Jewett on Instagram where he was shit talking this fucking compound. Everybody wants to jump on this bandwagon and make all of these fucking claims about Trenbolone. They say it's liver toxic, it's kidney toxic, it's neurotoxic. No matter how many times I ask somebody to put their fucking money where their mouth is and prove this empirically with actual fucking data, it's crickets. You never get a fucking response. We can go a long way into the neurotoxicity. That's not what the point of this video is. Today, what we are talking about primarily is liver toxicity and kidney toxicity, with the major focus being the liver. Everyone keeps telling me that this compound is liver toxic. I have made videos in the past where I did a test, Tren and Anavar cycle, and my AST, ALT levels were 4 times the top end of the range. And I was like, fuck man, I thought Anavar was really mild, and I've got a 210 on the fucking ALT score with a top end of 46. And a bunch of people jumped in the comments section parroting all that fucking bullshit, saying, oh, no, that's not the Anavar, it's the Tren. The Tren is what's fucking your liver up. Well, now we have some fucking data. I have been running Trenbolone for the past 26 weeks straight. I ran a blast that started at 300 and ended closer to 500 milligrams a week of Tren. And then when I got off my blast, I decided to do an experimental cruise with 200 milligrams of test and 50 milligrams of Tren. That's been going for the past 6, almost 7 weeks. So for a combined total of about 26 weeks, I have had Trenbolone in my system. Now, it's not in my system currently at those super high doses, but being 6 weeks ago plus 50 milligrams a week, we still have a reasonable dose of Trenbolone floating through the bloodstream. I've made videos in the past stating that there was no empirical evidence that showed that Trenbolone was toxic. In fact, the data that I presented showed that Trenbolone in low doses was less damaging and less toxic than high doses of testosterone. So after 26 weeks of running this compound, I got my blood work. And now we're going to talk about the kidney and the liver values. You would expect if Trenbolone was fucking toxic, I should have those highly elevated 200 scores, maybe double the top end of the range. Since I'm not running the high dose, when I ran 500 milligrams, I had a 210 on my ALT. I ran up to 500 milligrams and then dropped it to 50, and my liver function came back at AST was 37 in a range of 10 to 40, and my ALT was 50 in a range of 9 to 46. Now keep in mind that I just had COVID like 6 or 8 weeks ago, which is why I've been putting this blood work off for so long, because viruses like COVID are known to elevate your AST, ALT levels. I have had the flu, then gone to my doctor a month later and had an ALT level of 150. The fact that my ALT is 4 points high, again, does not indicate anything about the Trenbolone. It is also well documented that heavy bodybuilding alone can minorly affect your AST, ALT levels. I have had, again, ALT levels 4 times the top of the reference range multiple times in life. Every single time I get off orals, they come right back down to normal. Now, at the end of a 26 combined total weeks of Trenbolone abuse, my liver function is effectively perfectly normal. So as you can see, there is zero fucking evidence to support this claim that Trenbolone is liver toxic. As to the kidney function, guess what? Shockingly, as I've been stating since the fucking beginning, everything came back normal. Urea nitrogen, my bun, in the range. Creatinine, in the range. EGFR in the range. Bun to creatinine ratio, not applicable for some unknowable reason. Basically, every single thing on this blood work, with the exception of my lipids, which I will go into in my HRT video, has come back to perfectly normal since my last blast, even while running a super physiological amount of testosterone and 50 milligrams of Trenbolone enanthate per week. This pretty conclusively proves, at least for this sample size of one, that Trenbolone is not fucking liver toxic. So I would love for someone out there and finally to stop parroting this bullshit and put together some conclusive data that shows that it is. And at what dose it becomes liver toxic, because it's clearly not liver toxic at 50 milligrams a week. That's phenomenal to me, because I have been able on this cruise to maintain an extreme amount of strength and endurance. Basically, as I've said in my other videos, all of the positives that you would expect from Tren, I have kept at 50 milligrams a week with basically none of the negatives. Now, the lipids are going to be an issue, but like I said, we'll get to another video. So I wanted to keep this nice and concise and short, just to prove with my own blood work, once again, that there is no evidence for Trenbolone liver toxicity. If there are any of you guys out there watching this video who have had a similar experience, please, if you've got blood work on a test and Tren only cycle, any cycle that does not include orals that are known to damage the liver, please put that data forth. I am sick and tired of watching all these fucking talking heads shit talk this compound. The more I use it, the more I am beginning to believe that the sole reason that Trenbolone gets the hate that it does is because most people just can't fucking handle it. So rather than say, I'm a bitch that can't handle it, they say, oh, that's toxic, I don't want to run that. Where's the fucking evidence of the toxicity? Please put it forward, and I will be happy to say that I was wrong and eat my fucking words. Until then, let's stop shit talking and find real fucking data. People have been telling me forever I need to stop running the Tren and start running Primo. Why? Why would I pay 4 times the cost or whatever it is for Primo that's not even a potent muscle builder if I can run Tren with little to no deleterious effects to my system? It doesn't make any sense. If the Tren's not neurotoxic and kidney toxic and all these toxicities, then what's the downside of running it? Why pay so much more when Tren can do it all? It will cut you, it will bulk you, it will give you insane vascularity, insane strength, it makes you a fucking animal in the bedroom. Everything you could want out of being a man, Tren enhances that for you. So why the fuck would you pay extra and run Primo? I don't know. Somebody educate me. Somebody make a fucking response video, comments with some actual data, and help me to understand why this compound continues to get shit on the way it does. So there you have it, rant over. Hopefully this has been informative. Yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming video going into all of my blood work and my final analysis of my HRT with test and Tren cruise. I feel like there was one more thing that I wanted to say down that vein, but I can't think of it. So, oh, I do know what it is. I have to say this because this is another video where I am talking about my love affair for Tren. Please understand, I am not advocating the use of this drug. Do not break the law in your country. Do not use my personal experience or my blood work as an advocation to break the law or to use any narcotics or drugs or fucking steroids or hormones or whatever. I am not attempting to endorse the use of this chemical in any way. I am simply purely sharing with you my personal experience and my views of it. You will probably hate every minute of it, so just don't do it. Stay tuned for the next one, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.